Okay, the first thing we're going to talk about is putting. Now, you've probably heard that putting is something which is very individualistic, and there are lots of different putting styles that you see on any golf course any weekend and also on the PGA Tour. But through observation of thousands of golfers over the years and thousands of professionals, amateurs, corporate golfers, there are certain fundamental common elements that help you become a more consistent putter day in and day out. And I'm going to show you 4 or 5 of those secrets so you can become a better putter for sure. Okay, rule number 1 in putting: when you set up, your eyes need to be directly over the ball, right? So that's the first rule. A quick way to check it is you just kind of hang a putter from your left eye and it should hang right over the center of the ball. So that's rule number 1. That tells you how far you should stand from the ball and how much you should bend over, because your eyes need to be directly and vertically above the ball. Second rule is you need to have your arms and hands free to swing back and forth, right, without any hindrance from your legs and your body. So how do you achieve that? You make sure that your hands are vertically beneath your shoulders. So in the sense, I can move my hands up this line, this vertical line straight down from my shoulders, right? As long as my hands are anywhere on this line, I'm okay. So I could be tall like this, or I could be short like that, right? But my hands are still vertically below my shoulders, so that's fine. Also, when your hands are vertically below your shoulders, you get that freedom to move. And the next point is that your right forearm should be on the same plane as your putter shaft. So what that means is, from that angle that you're looking at, an extension of the putter shaft and the grip should look like it's going through your right forearm. Okay, so this is not going to work because your arm is too high and the putter shaft extension is too low, right? This is not going to work because the putter shaft extension is going here and your forearm is too low. But this will work because your putter shaft is going through the forearm from that angle. If you have those elements, your hands under your shoulders, so not out there, that's a very common mistake. People stand like this, or maybe somebody's like this. That's not going to work, right? So hands vertically below your shoulders, eyes over the ball, right forearm on the putter shaft extension, and you are most certainly going to be a pretty good putter. Okay, once you've got those 3 things set in your setup, then all you have to do is make sure your head and your knees stay rock steady. If you do those things, you cannot be a bad putter. You will make a lot of putts. So you have to keep your head and your knees perfectly steady. And a simple tip I use is I watch my shadow. So when you're practicing, right, and you're stroking a few putts, instead of looking at the ball, look at the shadow of your head, right? That's the only way you can tell whether your head is moving or not. So if you take enough strokes and you can keep your head still and your knees rock steady, so not even a little wobble, right? Again, you can watch your shadow right there. When you stroke putts, your knees should be like they're made out of a rock statue.